Back then, Amy Torber's family described how she had alleged.
So if she was ugly, she wouldn't get sexually harassed. If she was fat, she would be less likely to get sexually harassed. Right? If she was ugly and fat, she would have been less likely to have been hired. So every human trait, whether it's beauty or ugliness, right, comes with blessings and curses.
Sexual harassment by a man in her workplace.
My God.
Amy, can you tell me what happened at Channel 7?
Awful.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, my God. Oh, how does that make you feel?
It's frustrating because there's a lot I could say. It's not a nice feeling to be silenced.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Amy Torber can't discuss what led to her NDA, but she can talk more generally about the notion of media companies gagging former employees.
It is a little bit odd, isn't it, that, you know, the media is about exposing injustices and telling people's stories and not shying away from it. But I suppose if you look at it in that respect, NDA people...
Did anyone put a gun to her head and force her to sign the NDA? Or was she incentivized to do it with money and other payoffs? But for all the problems with civil rights culture, we should be glad that we don't live at a time when it was illegal to be ugly. Right, this is National Geographic. The history behind one of America's cruelest laws. For nearly a century, so-called ugly laws banned people with visible disabilities and diseases from public spaces, revealing society's harsh standards of beauty and the impact on those who didn't meet them. My God, from the mid-19th to the mid-20th century, ugly laws banned ugly people from public places across the United States. My God, I'm so glad we don't live with this anymore. Right? As cities expanded, public spaces became more crowded. There was a growing emphasis on maintaining order and aesthetics. San Francisco was the first city to make it a crime for any person who is diseased, maimed, mutilated, or in any way deformed so as to be unsightly or a disgusting object to expose himself to public view in 1867. This legislation quickly spread to other cities and states, targeting people with visible disabilities. And there are similar laws in the Torah, right? There are certain rituals that you cannot perform as a priest if you have a visible deformity, right? Because the liberal perspective is, oh, let's focus on rights. Ugly people have rights. The conservative perspective is, what about the community as a whole? Right? There are many benefits from restricting ugly, diseased, maimed people from public thoroughfares, right? Particularly due to them often begging and just being disruptive. Right? As part of a larger effort to regulate public behavior and enforce social norms, often appearing alongside restriction on racial integration, immigration, and vagrancy.